Hey up love and welcome to the Yorkshire Kitchen. This is the first video I'm doing on this channel, my cooking channel, and the first recipe I'm going to make is a summer fruit pudding, which is perfect for this time of year. Really easy recipe to make. I've never made it before, which is my intention throughout all the videos on this channel, is that I will be making these recipes for the first time. So it's a summer fruit pudding, perfect for this time of year, simple recipe to make and tastes really nice as well. The equipment you'll need for today is a large pan, a 1.2 litre bowl, doesn't have to be this colour, some heavy cans, a side plate, a serving plate, a sharp knife, cling film and a sieve. The ingredients you need for this recipe is 300 grams of strawberries, 500 grams of raspberries, 350 grams of mixed berries. Now these are both frozen raspberries and mixed berries. These are made of black currants, red currants and some blackberries as well thrown in there. 7 slices of white bread and 175 grams of golden caster sugar. With the berries you can make it up. You can make about 1.5 kilos, 2 pounds of any berries you want to include. Obviously I'm just choosing strawberries, raspberries and a mixture here, black currants, red currants and blueberries. Add the sugar into a pan and 3 tablespoons of water with the sugar. Gently heat until the sugar dissolves in the water. Bring the water to a boil, gently stirring as you go along. Turn down the heat of the sugar and water and add the fruit into this. But do not add the strawberries, just the raspberries and the other fruit. Stir this and leave on a low heat for about 3 minutes while the fruit softens. You'll need to stir this 2 to 3 times within the 3-minute period, and as you can see you're getting a dark red juice coming out of the fruit. Take your fruit and pour it through a sieve to extract the juices. I'm using 2 bowls here because I haven't got a big enough sieve, so obviously one to transfer the fruit into and one to get the juice into. You want to keep the juices from the fruit. Got 1 pan of the fruit and 1 pan of the fruit juices, so keep them separate. And now we're going to move on to the bread. You've got your 7 slices of white bread. What you want to do first of all is cut all the crusts off the bread first. So take your sharp knife, don't cut your fingers, and just make sure you remove all the crusts off the bread. Take 2 slices of bread without crusts on and cut them into triangles. Keep 1 slice whole. Take the other 4 slices of bread. What you want to do is cut these at an angle so you get rectangles, but they're a bit oddly shaped rectangles, so something similar to that. You get your oddly shaped rectangles there. You want to line your bowl with 2 pieces of cling film, which will make it easier to get the pudding out afterwards. So push this in and line it around the inside of the bowl. Cling film is always a pain in the ass to use. Overlap 2 pieces in the middle, so you're not just using 1 piece to cover it, but as you use the cling film you need to, as you can see, this can be a little bit of a fiddly job to do. So do take your time doing this. You need to leave an overhang of cling film of about 15 centimetres there. The bowl should look something like this. Try and use bigger pieces of cling film and it makes it a little bit easier for it to overlap, and make sure you've got quite a big overhang at the sides as well for the pudding. Now it's time to build your pudding. So you've got your basin ready with your cling film, your fruit juice that you sieved out and your bread at the side here. So first of all get your whole piece of bread and dip it in the juice only for a few seconds just to coat it. This can get messy. Line the bottom of the basin with the bread. Don't worry if squash it into the side, don't worry about the finger marks because it will expand with the juices from the fruit that you're using. Then get your wonky rectangles, again dip them in the juice only for a few seconds and then line the edges of the bowl with the bread. As I've never made this before, there is still a gap even though I've used all the bread, so I'm using an extra slice, so that would make the ingredients up to 8 slices of bread just to fill that gap in, which is fine. Obviously this is all just testing, making sure you can do it right. So again, just dip the bread in the juice, slot it in. So now we're going to add our berries. So I'm going to put some strawberries in first, but you can obviously do this any way you want. Spoonful of berries, 2 spoonfuls there, and then I'm going to throw some more strawberries in. Just throw them in any way you want, it really doesn't matter. And the last few berries. Now for the triangles. Dip them in the juice. Place them over the top of the pudding. Again, dip them in the juice. Don't worry if you don't get all in juice, because we're running out. Any excess bread, trim off. Pull your cling film over what you can. This is why you leave an excess bit around the outside. As you can see, I haven't left much, but still pull it over where and when you can. Place the side plate, squashing it down into the pudding like so. You may feel a squelch, but that should just cover it. Maybe a bit of juice that comes out of the edge, but don't worry about that. What you then need is to get your cans, put them on top of the side plate to weigh it down. Place your summer fruit pudding into the fridge to chill. So leave the summer pudding in the fridge overnight, at least 6 hours, but it's probably better for overnight. And then we will come back to it tomorrow and we'll see where it turns out like. So we've got summer fruit pudding here out of the fridge and a serving plate there. So you want to take these off. Your side plate off, which was a bit stuck. As you can see, there's juice everywhere. Undo the cling film. Now this is going to be the tester one, isn't it? Turn it over. Right, let's see if this works any well. Remove the cling film. Summer fruit pudding, and it's actually turned out alright. I'm quite shocked at that. How well that's come out. So what you want to do is serve it with some other fruits that you may have left from your berries and cream or ice cream, and that will do about 8 servings. Well, firstly, thank you for watching my first Yorkshire Kitchen video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Now what I'd love to do with this channel is make it really interactive. I want you to have a go making a summer fruit pudding. I want you to make one, either do a video response below or send me a picture on Twitter if you've made one. My Twitter and my Facebook are also below in the description, and so is our other weekly vlog channel. I'd love to see what you other guys have made. If you've had a go at making a summer fruit pudding, that would be brilliant, because I really want to make this channel interactive between me and you guys as well. But also give me some suggestions of what you'd like me to cook next, or bake, or pudding, savoury item. I don't know. Give me some suggestions, and then I will see you next time.